Hey guys, welcome to this vlog. I am currently sitting in my little reading corner. I'm about to read a book for, I don't know, probably not too long, like 15 minutes or something probably. It is Monday. I just got home from work a little bit ago. I've already eaten an early dinner, had some wings and rice, and I am working on editing a video, but I need to download a bunch of video footage. So while that's downloading, I'm going to be working on this book, Bad Girls of the Bible. It's by Liz Curtis Higgs. It's like sort of like a devotional sort of situation, but I kind of want to read it. I started it a while ago and I just want to finish it. I want to get through it. So I'm just going to try to do at least like a chapter or two a day. There's like questions and stuff in the back if you want to work through it. So I did the 24-hour readathon last weekend, and that vlog will be up before this. But if you know of any readathons, let me know, or any good book recommendations. I just ordered A Ballad of Snakes and Songbirds because I finally read The Hunger Games this year, and then I also ordered The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue, I think is what it's called. I ordered them on Amazon. They're both like half off right now, so I just figured it's a good time to snag them. And the first I've been wanting to read for a while, and then the second one I kept hearing come up as I was watching BookTube videos getting prepared for the 24-hour readathon, and it just sounds interesting, so I want to read it. Anyway, I just thought I would do a week in my life video this week. I feel like it's been a little while. Some of the other videos have been day in my life or more like themed videos like the readathon. Also, something I want to mention, I found a website. I think it's called like Book Bundler, I think is what it's called. And you can choose like genres and they just send you random books. So it's like a mystery box of books. And I'm really tempted to buy them because the price isn't bad. So for like 5 hardcover YA books, it's $15, and then $5 to ship for every 15 pounds. If you like 5 books, it's not going to be more than 15 pounds. If you get like their bundles that are like 50 books, yeah, you might exceed that. But I'm just kind of looking into it. They also have one where you could get 10 books that are mixed, paperback and hardcover, for I think $17.50, which I feel like I don't really need to have hardcover because I don't know if these are books that I really am gonna like at all. I could get total duds, but what I kind of want to do is do the 5-book one and then have that be my TBR for the month. I don't normally read more than 5 books in a month. Honestly, I have a hard time getting to 5 books. I think lately though I have been choosing longer books to read, which makes it hard to read a lot of books in 1 month. I don't necessarily have a lot of time to read. So if you would like to see that video, I know this isn't a book channel, but if you're into books or would like to at least see me open a mystery box of books, let me know, because chances are I might buy it whether or not you want to see it, because I'm intrigued. Also, my TBR is limited to 1 shelf on my bookshelf, which I feel like is pretty good. As long as I keep it under that, I think I'm doing okay. Anyway, I'm gonna read for a little bit while my videos download. Reading is done, editing is done, so it's time for a shower because it's cold and I can turn the heat all the way on and warm myself up a little. Hey guys, happy Tuesday. I just wanted to do a little tiny book haul because I ordered a couple books after the readathon, kind of got me motivated to read again. And also I am dressed like this because I'm going to go play tennis with friends. I would film it, but I feel awkward filming other people unless it's like people I know. Like, I mean, I know them, but like my boyfriend or family or whatever. I also don't like asking people's permission to film. Sometimes it's awkward. And I'd rather just focus on playing. Not that I know what I'm doing. I've only played like 3 times now, so I'm still in the stage of really not knowing what's going on, but it's fine. So the first book I picked up is The Girl from the Other Side, Volume 9. I'm sorry, the Bran is crawling on my pile of books. So I got this because it just came out. This was actually a pre-order. I'll hopefully read it today. Stop eating my books. He really likes to try to eat the covers. I don't know how to keep him from doing that. So might try to read this today. they never take very long to get through, but because of tennis and then I'll need to like get dinner, and I still need to go out and get creamer because Safeway didn't deliver any coffee creamer and I'm out. So I don't know if I'll get through this today. I might have to read it tomorrow. The next book is The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. I was trying to read it in the camera, but it's backwards. This is the Hunger Games book, and I did intend to buy it sooner, but then I like wasn't really reading much, so I couldn't justify buying it, but yeah, I bought it now. And then the next book, which I feel like I've heard a lot about on BookTube, and then like during the readathon it was coming up, and I was just watching a lot of videos to kind of get myself like pumped up for the readathon, and this kept coming up, which I think is also a new release. It's by V.E. Schwab, who wrote a really popular book series that I don't remember the name of and haven't read, but her stuff's supposed to be really good. And the whole point of this is about a girl who basically she can talk to people, whatever, and then they forget who she is, and then there's somebody who actually remembers who she is, and that's kind of like the very basic gist of it. So I'm really looking forward to reading that. My TBR is still within one shelf, and I would honestly like to try to keep it that way, so I'll only allow myself to buy books if I have room on that shelf, which I think is fair and will keep me motivated to read more books. Anyway, I should probably get going. About the clip earlier, lunch was provided for by work every Tuesday now. They're having a food truck come, so we put our order in the week before. They send out an email and they give us like a couple things to select from, and then we just go up and pick it up. That way, like, you know, social distancing, whatever. So that was pretty good. It was a brisket, it was pickles, and potato salad. So I need to put my selection in for next week soon because you have to do it before Friday. So yeah, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna play some tennis. I probably won't vlog anything else tonight because I'm gonna be out all night and then going to bed. For those wondering, this is the entirety of my TBR shelf at the moment. Some of these are series though, so I'll end up having to buy the other books in the series eventually. Good morning, guys. It is Wednesday today and I am in line at Starbucks. So part of that is because normally I have those like Chobani drinkable yogurts, and I completely forgot to order them last week for my groceries. I had a couple left over, so I was able to, you know, have those Monday and Tuesday, but the rest of the week I will not have them. So we're going to Starbucks today. I also typically would not stop at Starbucks just because I work in a lab, so like I can't really be drinking it while I'm in the lab. But today I know that my morning is mostly just meetings and stuff like that, so I'm gonna be sitting in front of a computer and I can totally drink coffee while I'm at my desk. So I'm gonna do that, and then my lab work and stuff will be the second half of the day. There's a timing thing, so I have to wait until the second half to do it anyway. So yeah, just my little update. Yesterday I did not manage to read The Girl from the Other Side. Tennis was like a whole thing because we went to one school and their courts were completely full, and we had to drive like 15 minutes to get there, and then we drove 15 minutes to get somewhere else, and we played there, but then we were only able to play for like half an hour because it was getting dark and they didn't have lights that you could pay to turn on, so it's like you could barely see the ball, and it was just like, okay, well, there's no point. So I went and got Wendy's for dinner. And their fries were really salty. Normally Wendy's, I feel like the fries are never salty, so I don't like them as much, but they were like very salty. Like, I like very salty things, but they were even a bit salty for me. Anyway, that's my little update. Okay guys, I just got a lot of mail, so I'm gonna open some. I don't know what most of this is, and I'm gonna attempt not to show you my address, so this could be tricky. This first one, I really don't know. I feel like it's probably something official. Yeah, it's just SiriusXM, they want me to sign up. My car came with like a free 6 months, and I don't really use it, so I don't feel the need to do anything with that. Got a flyer from work, something with an account I need to do. So this package is actually, there was a seminar that I was a part of, and the ladies, like, feels like a paperclip. The lady's video was having issues, and you know, there's like a 5-minute pause, whatever. And so she said anybody who emailed her from the seminar would get a free treat. And I like free things, so I emailed her, but I didn't give any hints as to what it would be. It feels like just paper and a paperclip, so I don't know. So, we got a little cute business card. Oh. A little thing with some penguins. Something about authenticity. 10 guideposts for wholehearted living. And some ways to be resilient. So that was my treat. Actually, the picture of the penguins is kind of cute. But, I mean, what do you expect? It was a free little thing. But, you know, I was curious as to what it was. I actually kind of like this, too. Okay, the next thing, I'm pretty sure is a book sent to me from my work. Because occasionally they do seminars based off, like, a book, and they hire someone to come speak. It's actually the same seminar as that one, and they had 100 free copies of the book to mail out. I said I would like a book because I love books, so they sent me a book, and it's nice. It's actually a hardcover, and it came in good condition. It's Dare to Lead. I mean, I figure I'll at least read it. A lot of people talk about how great of a book it is, so I don't know. And while I'm not a manager or anything, work is very big on leading in all positions. You know, you don't have to be a manager to make decisions and influence other people. There, just making sure that's everything. And then this last one looks like it's coming from my grandparents' address, but I don't know what they would be sending me. It's not a holiday or my birthday or anything. I mean, I guess it's like Halloween, but... Oh. It's... I mean, I don't know exactly what it is, but it looks like my great grandma wrote stuff about like the family, and it's my great grandma's writings. It looks like copies of them, I'm sure. And my grandma knows that like I like doing research on their ancestry and stuff, so that's kind of cool. And then she also sent me some pictures of, it looks like when I was born, which is funny. Oh, and when I was a toddler, little baby me there. This is funny. And of course, everybody in these photos has like perms because it was the 90s. This is actually a really cute picture of me and my mom. I like that one. Here's another one of me with my bob. My hair, I think, stayed like that until kindergarten, when my mom said we would try to do a competition to see who could grow their hair the longest. And I won. My mom keeps her hair, I think, about shoulder length now. This is a cute picture. Anyway, that is my mail.
I was determined to finish it in one day, so that's all I did today. Every single...
Alright, so I sat for a while, had some cocoa, finished reading this, which is like, I mean, it's a fine devotional, whatever. I wouldn't say it's amazing. I rated it 3 stars. And I'm gonna start on this, maybe read like a little bit before I go to bed. But I'm struggling to get off the couch because of this. He's just like passed out. He was snoring a moment ago. It's pretty cute, but I need to get up. Happy Wednesday. I'm in a parking lot. I just got lunch with Thomas. He works really close to me. He's like kind of down the road and across the street. So we're kind of not in the same business park, but I don't know, they're close. So we went and got sushi together because our lunch is actually lined up for once. I think we both started our job like months ago, but the scheduling just usually doesn't line up for us to get lunch together with working from home, or he's like working when I want to eat lunch, whatever. So it was kind of nice to get lunch together, and now I'm gonna go home and finish the second half of my day. It's noon now, so I should be home by like 12:20-ish, and then I have a meeting from 3 to 4, so I'll just be working till 3, and then as soon as that meeting's over, I'll be done for the day. I'm really looking forward to getting some reading done. I would really like to read some Addie LaRue. I read like 3 or 4 pages before bed last night, but I was super tired, so yeah. I also just got this in the mail because I ordered it on Amazon because I literally have one chapstick in the house and one in my car. I keep the one in my car because if I'm going anywhere, I like to use it, or like if I'm on my way to work, whatever, I need a chapstick. It's also easy if I like forget to put one in a purse. I know I have one in my car. I also keep one in my office at work so that I have one while I'm at work. But it's kind of annoying sometimes because I keep the one at home usually in the office so that I can use it while I'm working or playing games or whatever, but half the time I go up to go to bed and I'm like, oh, I'll put some chapstick on before bed because my lips are dry, and I never have one, so I have to run downstairs and get it. So now I'm going to put one of these in like each room of the house. So I'll put one in the living room, one in the room, one in the studio, that's 3, and then I'll just have one extra like in the bathroom for whenever one of them runs out. I've made myself a Thai iced tea, somewhere right there. So now I'm gonna get to work for a few hours, have a meeting, and log off, hopefully do some reading. Okay guys, so this plant I'm kind of trying to revive. It already had like crispy edges like this when I got it from Home Depot. I got it right when I moved, so close to 3 months ago now. And it's just like continued to kind of die. So I think I'm gonna clip some of the dead stuff off, but there is this new little sprout coming through. So I have hope that it'll be okay. I believe it's a Calathea medallion, or Medallion Calathea. Not sure how it's pronounced. But I was reading it needs filtered or distilled water, and it needs to be warm. So the heat in the living room has been on, so hopefully that helps. I'm gonna water it because the soil seems kind of dry. I don't know, but I have hope with this one little sprout here that it'll come back. We'll see. I think part of what's sort of helping the plant, because I mean the new sprout is hopeful, gives me a little bit of hope. But we've been keeping, I think one thing that might help the plant a little bit is that I've been keeping the living room heat on. Before I was just doing the kitchen heat. There's a heater in each room and they're individually set. So I've been keeping the living room set, and it like sort of circulates through the whole house. Not completely, but it's close-ish to the heater, and they're supposed to really like the warmth. They don't like to be cold. And I think part of what was killing it before was 1, using tap water. Apparently they don't like that. And 2, the fact that it was getting freezing cold in the living room. So hopefully that'll help. Good morning, guys. It is Friday. Thank goodness, because I am ready for this week to be over. I'm just gonna head up to my studio, and Fridays are always when I do my budget, so just kind of like go through and stuff, and I got paid today, which is nice. Bran this morning was just super cute and cuddly. It made it really hard to get out of bed because I woke up and he was next to me just sprawled out. And then when he realized he was awake, he came over to me and started rubbing up on me and licking my fingers and just being really super cuddly. It was a very nice way to wake up. He does have a lot of mornings. This morning he was especially cuddly. Some mornings he just kind of like looks at you, rubs up on you a little bit, and then it's like, okay, time to get up. But it was pretty cute. I would have filmed it, but my room is so dark with blackout curtains and stuff that you wouldn't have been able to see anything. So I did not film it, unfortunately. Alright guys, here's my outfit of the day. Sweaters will come off, it's just cold outside so I didn't want to wear them. I'm not wearing my normal Portal boots because they're several inch heels and I don't feel like wearing that at work all day, but people are trying to get other people to dress up at work. So I figure I could at least wear this because it's kind of chill, but I feel like I might be cold while I'm at work, but at least while I'm sitting in my office and nobody's seeing me, I can put some sweaters on. What? Mm. You're so grumpy. There. What? What? Hey guys, so I had some keychains printed and this was the result. I think they actually turned out pretty cute. If you like them, hopefully by the time this vlog is up, they will be on my Etsy shop. The link is always in the description. The only downside is that I printed them from Sticker Mule, so they're this like vinyl, which is, you know, totally cool, that's fine. But they're not double-sided, which I'm a little disappointed about. Thankfully this feels like a plasticky vinyl thing, not like paper, otherwise it would wear off immediately. But yeah, I think they're not bad. I don't know if I'll order more unless these sell out, and then I guess I'll replenish, but I might look into getting them somewhere else. Anyway, I've had a shower, plus I have no makeup on. I've taken it all off at this point. I kind of just moved stuff around so I could take pictures, or a picture of the keychain to put on Instagram tomorrow. I try not to put more than one picture on Instagram. I don't know if the algorithm still does this, but I was told a while back that it prioritizes one photo over the other. So if you put more than one photo, people likely will only see one of them anyway, so it's kind of useless to put more than one photo. I'm just trying to move my chair while I talk to you guys. Sorry. Probably getting some weird shots in this. Anyway, tonight we ended up going to Thomas's family's place for his dad's birthday. And we had dinner over there, came home, took a shower, got that package, and now I'm going to hopefully read until it's time for bed, but it's like basically time for bed anyway, so I'm just gonna read for a little bit. Probably won't get too far. And Brianna's just chewing on everything. Anyway, I think that's it for tonight, so I'll say good night now. I don't know if I'll vlog tomorrow. Maybe I'll vlog it and then just include it in this week. We have a Halloween party. I don't know how much of that'll vlog, and then spending most of the day at home. I kind of want to try to do some painting and stuff, but we will see what happens. Good morning, guys. It is Saturday, which is probably my favorite day of the week, if I'm being honest, because it's just a full day of not having to worry about anything. Well, it's not 100% true, but I don't have to worry about going to work the next day, so it's a nice day, and it's a day to myself. So it is, I think, like 7 now. I have laundry started. I've made myself some coffee. So I'm gonna kind of just get on doing my normal like Saturday morning routine, which lately has been get up, make coffee, start the laundry, do a little devotion, do a little bit of Gaelic, and then do some reading. I might also go through my planner and start setting that up because it's the last day of the month and I like to kind of just fill stuff in monthly, and I have like habit trackers that I do monthly, so I might try to get that set up today. I normally do my weekly stuff on Sunday, so I could technically do it all tomorrow, but I don't know. We'll see what I feel like doing. Honestly, I really want to read. I'm about 100 pages into Addie LaRue, and so far I'm loving the book, so I'm just excited to read more. Probably my favorite part of the morning. So last night I went to bed with wet hair, and my hair is like wavy and stuff. I don't know, I kind of don't mind it. I don't know if you can see it better like this. like I kind of don't mind it. Like it's a messy, just like a messy wave. But if I brush it, I know it'll be really poofy. I'll probably end up straightening it for tonight anyway. But I don't know. It's not bad. What are you doing?
It tasted very good. But Laura, you know the problem. There weren't enough crepe.
In 6 foot, we have this one. Who's this? Just like a crepes, really, and the size of your strawberries needs to be much thinner.
In 5th place, we have this one. It's just very ugly at the side.
Alright guys, so I'm watching the Great British Baking Show and while I was doing that planner, and now I'm going to be working on trying to fix this guy. This was the lamp that I broke when I first moved in here. Basically it was in the bag and I dropped it on tile or on the hardwood and it just like broke. But it's only in a few pieces, so I'm going to see if I can fix it by like gluing it together. I don't know if I could put like some gold ink or paint or something to like, I don't know, make it look less obviously broken or like less like it's an accident. I don't know. So the first step is to glue it, and I bought some crazy glue, so we'll see if that works.
I love the concept.
I thought the head would be a bit more.
Fantastic job. It just looks amazing.
You can see the character. He's very professional. You're expecting to see that in a...
Well, makers, I think we can all agree Japanese week was a joy and the showstopper was fantastic. Markel. Come here, Martin.
So it's put back together, but like you can see cracks. And like right there especially, I couldn't really get together very well. I still sort of want to paint it, but I want to see how it looks in the living room. Like if I could just have the cracked part facing the couch, I don't know how much you would even notice it. So yeah, I'm gonna go look. Okay, so I added alcohol ink to it and you can still see the cracks, but I think they're a little more subtle. Like these ones here, I don't think you're ever gonna not see. But I think at first glance, if you're walking by, it's just a little less noticeable. I also think it looks kind of cool with the gold ink. I used alcohol ink. I've seen people use it on ceramic tiles, so I thought maybe it would work on this. All right, so here is the final result. It's definitely not perfect. If you're looking for it, you can see the cracks. Up here, you could probably see it a little bit. But I mean, it's not bad. And it brings a little more light into this living room because this living room is kind of dark. Also, if I'm going to read in the living room, I'm usually reading right here. So it'll be nice to have a little extra light if I want it. All right, so now that that lamp is fixed, I really didn't plan on doing that this morning. I just kind of, in a whim, wanted to do it. But I am walking back and forth because I can't remember what I'm doing. I'm gonna grab headphones. I think I'm going to call my mom because I missed her call last night while we were eating dinner, and clean. I'm gonna fold a load of laundry that just finished up, clean the bathroom, do that kind of stuff. Yeah, exciting day. Just threw my headphones. And both cats come running to play with it. It's about 11 now, so I'm gonna eat some lunch because I'm hungry. So these are some char siu pork buns. They're not homemade. I just microwaved them. They're from a bag, frozen, and a iced Thai tea. I might eat more later because this is not a ton of food, but for now I'm gonna eat this and I'm gonna do some reading. Okay, I just have to talk about this book a little bit. I don't know, I feel like I've said this before, but the vibe of it is just amazing, and the way that it's written is wonderful, and I don't know what else to say, but it's one of those books that makes you want to create. I don't have this too frequently with books, but it's one of those where reading it makes me want to write my own story, and it makes me want to go paint right now, and it makes me want to like get up and be creative and like do something. I feel like a lot of times books I get sucked into, and while I am sucked into this, it also just the way, the beauty of the writing makes me want to also create something beautiful. I think also there, I was just reading a whole section on like there's this painter and talking, and like it just made me want to do that. I don't know, I don't get that a lot from books. A lot of times if I want to be inspired to do something, I'll watch a YouTube video of other people doing it, or I'll scroll through Instagram and look at things. So it's just kind of interesting that it's giving me that desire that I don't frequently get from books. Okay guys, I just got 2 books in the mail. So the first one is With the Fire on High, which I think I might have talked about. I don't know. The cover without the sleeve is actually pretty cute too. I feel like a lot of times the cover without the sleeve, there's not a whole lot to it. And then like just looking inside, I didn't read anything, but like it's a kind of a small book in terms of like height and stuff. Like if we compare it to The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue, it's like that. I guess it doesn't seem like that much of a difference, but it's just a shorter, narrower, and I feel like there's a lot more spacing between the lines. So yeah, a lot more spacing between the lines if you want to compare. So that's Addie LaRue. This is the other book. So it's like almost 1.5 space or something, and this is like right on top of each other. So it does give me hope that it'll be a quicker read since it is the group read for the Thankful-a-thon, and I will be reading a couple other like, not like large books, but like The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue, and then Dragonfly and Amber is a long one, but I'm reading that in audiobook. A Ballad of Snakes and Songbirds and Snakes. I always forget which one comes first. Anyway, the other book that I just got is Monstrous Volume 5, though I'm really mad about the way that they shipped this. They shipped it in just one of these sleeves, which literally has no protection. So it's like, you probably can't see it on camera, but it's like kind of bent. It's not that bad. If I like leave it between some books or under some books, it should shape back up. But like, who ships a book in this? Put it in a box. Anyway, that's my little rant. Now I am going to fold my last load of laundry and probably take a shower, get dressed, all of that jazz, and actually clean because I have not cleaned yet. But I was hungry, so I decided to eat lunch and read. That took higher priority. But yeah. Anyway, I am also really liking the Addie LaRue book. I think at this point I'm about 160-ish pages in. Yeah, I don't know what else to say other than it's pretty good. This is almost my entire TBR for next month. I'm just missing, obviously, the Addie LaRue because I'm currently reading it. I know I could have waited, but I just really wanted to get into it. And Dragonfly and Amber, I've ordered that from Barnes & Noble, so hopefully it'll come in the next couple days. But yeah, I'm gonna try to read all these books. I think it's doable, especially looking inside this with the spacing and stuff. I don't think it'll take too long. Obviously, these won't take long, and neither will this guy. Alright guys, here is my outfit. I curled my hair. I don't know why. My hair is notoriously bad at staying in curls, so I expect by the time it's time to go somewhere, they won't be there, but we tried. I got my beret, my dress, my jacket. Ideally, I would want the sweater to actually be shorter and like go to my waist, like here, versus being all the way down here. But I bought it and then shortly after buying it, realized Comic-Con just wasn't going to happen. And so I didn't look for a better sweater. It is very comfy, but it's very warm, which means it probably will not stay on my body long tonight. I've got my little backpack and I shoved my Vaporeon inside and I got a little Pokeball. The party tonight, I doubt people will be dressed up very much, so hopefully I won't be the only one. I know Thomas is going to wear a t-shirt that has like a Pokemon egg on it, and it says "Oh?" question mark afterwards, like it's about to hatch. So he's gonna be my little egg, I guess. Yeah, anyway, this is the full outfit. I got even my plaid socks. I will be wearing boots, not slippers. But because the party's inside, those aren't gonna be staying on either. Okay guys, I took a little break and just like sat on the couch and scrolled through Facebook and Instagram and stuff. And Bran came and cuddled up next to me, but I really need to get some stuff done. So I should probably get up. It's like almost 2:30. I think Thomas and I are gonna leave here after he gets off work, so probably at like 6. So I have like 3.5 hours till it's time to leave, but still, I got stuff I need to do. All right guys, I finally put the keychain on Etsy, so if you're interested in buying it, it is up. It's $7. I feel like that's a reasonable price considering you don't have to pay for shipping, and this is the first one I've made. There are only 9 available because I kept one for myself and I only had 10 printed. I don't know how quickly they'll go, but yeah, there it is. I think this photo actually turned out pretty decent too. Also realized that this was the one site that I never changed my icon. You'll probably notice, I mean, if you've been following for a little while, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, whatever, I changed it, but I completely forgot about Etsy. All right, guys, it's like almost 5 now. I'm gonna eat a little bit of something because I'm really hungry, even though we're gonna have food where we're going. But I'm just gonna end the vlog here. I don't think I'll film anything while we're out. If I do, I'll just insert that footage before this little clip, so you'll already know about it. Yeah, I have nothing to say other than check out my Etsy shop if you haven't already. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys all in the next one. Bye!